Mono Black Midrange versus Thoughtseize. This shall work. Yeah, I had to take that because that would have activated the Mox Amber as well. Gifted Aetherborn. Alright, well, they're gonna destroy that and then get through with the Blood-Soaked Champion. But I'm hoping my Annex can really take over the game. Alright, so I'm going to take 2, and what I'm going to do next is... I know I'm going to... This means I might lose my Mutavault, but I'm going to go do this, and then... Oh no! Yes, yeah. No, the opponent, unless they have exactly Fatal Push, this ain't gonna... Alright, so getting 2 triggers in here. And next turn I can start making demons. They can still decide if they want to use their... Go for the throat on my Mutavault. I'm gonna Thoughtseize as well, so... I think things are looking pretty good. Actually, let's Duress first. Attack. There's a bug with the Annex when it's on the battlefield. The game makes that noise that you keep hearing. It's only it only seems to happen when the Annex is around. Alright, alright. Alright. Looking not too bad here. Gaining 4 life a turn and draining 4 life a turn doesn't seem to be too bad. Okay, the opponent now has Fatal Push, right? 3, 4, 5. So what I can do is I can make a demon. And if they decide to try and kill it with Fatal Push, I'll just activate the Mutavault again. So that I can ensure I gain the life. And I can do the same next turn. So I'm mitigating the damage the opponent deals to me every single turn by attacking. Okay. So the opponent... Oh, okay. Alright. Well, it's all gonna be, the question is, do they have another Fatal Push or not? No. Alright, so, wow. Mutavault plus Annex single-handedly destroying the opponent here. That was an interesting way to deal with it. I just kind of instinctively went for that combo instead of trying to develop my board otherwise. But I felt that, yeah, like I had to ensure triggering the Annex every turn is ensured. And I was kind of forced into that narrow line of play. But it did work out in this situation, in this game, so all good. Mono black midrange. Mono black midrange versus Diogo Ribeiro. Nope, no, not gonna work. That's not gonna work. 3 Mutavaults. This can work. I'm gonna get rid of the go for the throat. Duress. No, it's Thoughtseize. So who draws the Annex first? Who shall draw the Annex first? Oh, if my Duress whiffs, then this game is gonna go down pretty... What? How on earth did they take the Graveyard Trespasser if they are not valuing that Annex highly enough? Honestly, trust me. They didn't value their Annex highly enough, I tell you. Alright. Well, that's not too bad, I must admit. And I'm actually gonna do this. I know it's painful, but I know this Annex is gonna lose me some life. So let's just dodge one thing here. Hopefully. And then drop my Annex. So they're gonna attack with the Mutavault here. Is what I would do, but they're not doing that. Sure, go ahead. I will grab a swamp and play the only card I need. Takenuma is not bad, actually, from the opponent's perspective. But this is bad news for them. Oh, hello. And here we go. Oh no. That's not too good. How are we gonna handle this? Oh my god, how are we gonna handle this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some damage here. Oh, this is good. I can take that and... Okay, perfect. Let's activate this as well. So at least I'm mitigating a little bit damage. And then I have my own Sheoldred, so... Alright, I think this is going okay-ish. This is going fine. Able to remove the Graveyard Trespasser from the opponent's graveyard so that their Takenuma cannot get it. Right. Should I attack here? Nah. I need to find a demon soon, though. Or just one land would be nice. Just one land, and things will look nicely again. Should I trade the Sheoldreds? Yeah, let's trade them. No, they have Takenuma. I'm gonna be ballsy. Because they have the Takenuma. I don't want creatures in their graveyard. Oh, they found a Blade of the Oni. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Alright, here we go. Fatal Push? No. Alright, so, Murderous Rider, though. Let's do that. They used up their thingamajiggy, their Takenuma. And see, this, I don't care about my life total. What I care about is me having a Sheoldred and you not having a Sheoldred. Me having an Unholy Annex and you not having an Unholy Annex. So, yeah, I think that thought process was the right one. Really forcing them to use the Takenuma, getting back only a Blade of the Oni instead of a Sheoldred. So taking that one hit from them and going down real low, I think, yeah, it paid off in the end. Because in the end, Sheoldreds they're just balancing each other out. And I always had the option to Mutavault so that I would always be 2 life ahead from the Unholy Annex drain. However, they would also gain 2 life. So actually, yeah, it was very even, basically. But I have the card draw. I had the card draw from the Unholy Annex. And that's what drew me into the Murderous Rider, which then finally closed out the game. All right, nice. Mono black midrange. Yeah, just doing its mid-range thing. Duress, graveyard interaction, card advantage, insane threats, life gain, life loss. All you got it all. On to the next game. Mono black mid-range versus RCLS 12. This works. I hope that they are a creature-based deck. They are not. Oof. Fable is card advantage. Emperor can deal with my stuff. Get Lost can deal with my stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make them use the Get Lost on my Rider, and then I'm gonna play the Sheoldred and never tap it so that the Emperor cannot deal with it. It's not an ideal plan, I must admit. That's the plan we're going for. Ah, well, now things are going south quickly. Yep, you're gonna exile the Brider.
You'll be safer.
Sure.
I am almost sad to see you go. Strike fast and strike hard.
Alright, let's go for the Wandering Emperor. Let's get losted. Sure. Unfortunately, that's going to create tokens for the opponent, which draws... Oh, no, sorry, no, wait. Confused. Do they have already another Get Lost? Yes, they do. Alright. Well, now the game has slipped out of my hands. This activation plus this card draw is, yeah, it's going to be too much. So at the beginning when I mentioned I hope the opponent is a creature-based deck, I did mean that seriously because these two Fatal Pushes are just dead cards. And they're not really helping me in any way. Do I even want to Thoughtseize here? I don't think so. Oh man. They're gonna outdraw me so badly. Uh-huh. All right. All right. Look what you got. Sure. Ah, nada. Okay. Well then, Sheoldred.
We must protect the people.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what's going on? What do we need? What do I need to do? If I attack and they triple block, that's not good. Oh, that's actually, it is... Is it? No, it's not good. I can kill one of them with the Murderous Rider. The 4/4, but then still everything else dies. And Sheoldred is kind of the key for me, so... So let's just play this thing here. Do I even want that? Yeah, let's just put counters. Okay, pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent's gonna draw cards, which is gonna cost them life. Going down to 11. Their things do have lifelink, though.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Okay. Yep, that's something I probably should have anticipated. And now things are not looking good. I mean, they weren't looking good for quite a while now. Without my Annex, I just feel empty. Yo, the problem is these two. I'm not getting through here anymore, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. GG. Fortunate defeat here in game 3. But head up high and on to the next game we go. Mono black midrange versus Doodle. Yes, the Urborg makes this so good. Or makes this better. The castle's actually tapped. But here we go. Oh, good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, we have to take the Annex. And then the creativity, but now they're going to Thoughtseize and take my Duress, and then I don't have an answer for the creativity. So this is a turn 4 clock. So maybe I should have taken that instead. And now I'm stuck again with only creature removal. Well, at least that Thoughtseize isn't that great then. Yeah, well, okay. And good news is they don't have an artifact yet. Oh, they're actually discarding the creativity. So maybe they are stuck on... Well, it seems they are stuck on lots. Do they have an answer? Yes, they do. Fair enough. Okay, they found some land, but not much action on their side here at the moment. Alright, let's go for this. Undo. Attack is what I want to be doing. That's fine. One less card in the opponent's hand is always good on my side. So it seems they're very much in top deck mode. I'm not sure. Okay, what's that? Okay. Is there a creature here? There isn't. So let's take this. Pay 1 life and only... Okay. What is this? I don't know. This thing doesn't feel too overwhelming. All right, here I can start using this again now. And here we go. Nice. That was it felt like I'm an uphill battle straight from the get-go when I saw that the opponent had the indomitable creativity in hand, and I didn't take it, but I took the Annex instead. And then they started Thoughtseizing me, but then it kind of stopped from their side, despite the Fable as well. So, and Castle Locthwain just, you know, helping me get ahead in cards. Slowly but surely. And also, you know, Mutavault trading for a Fatal Push. And then this thing not really doing much. Alright, I'll take it. A victory for Mono Black Midrange. Mono Black Midrange versus the mighty Quacktasha. A Quacktasha is a German, I don't know if it's German, but it's a pastry. And yeah, that's all I know. It is a pastry. Alright, 2 Agatha Soul Colosseum. Alright, I'm gonna leave you with those because they're legendary, so one of them is gonna be a dead card anyway. If I take one, you still have the other, so let's just go for the Fatal Push instead. What is this? Do I want to take that? No, right? I'm just gonna pass. Not playing the Thoughtseize here feels awkward. Let's do it. Let's actually do it. Okay, now I'm okay with that. It's fine. At least it hit something, and now they're gonna play the priest, and I'm gonna Fatal Push it, so everything is fine. They can Agatha in response, but it's not gonna do anything except remove that thing from the graveyard. I could have waited until I Fatal Push as well, until they actually tried something. But why I didn't do that is because I want to be dropping my favorite card on turn 3, Annex. Sure. And there we go. Priest. Alright. Sacrifice 2 other creatures. They don't have 2 other creatures, right? So I'm gonna go for this play here. This is gonna mitigate my life loss from the Annex. It's gonna start pressuring the opponent. And I don't expect them to draw into 2 creatures or something that can find them 2 creatures here very quickly. So that Priestess of the Gods or that Priest of Forgotten Gods is not going to be able to do much. So, alright. That was a quick and easy win there in the 5th game of today's run with Mono Black Midrange. Still kicking it in the new... Well, there wasn't a change after the bans in Pioneer, so it's the new old meta, I would say. Alright, Mono Black Midrange Pioneer. What's new, what's old? Not much has changed in the deck. So, what makes the deck strong? Well, let's have this package here. A lot of very good 1 mana spells. 3 Duress, 4 Thoughtseize, and 4 Fatal Pushes. Not really much you can say about that. Then the next best spot removal in the format, go for the Throat. Sheoldred's Edict to deal with annoying things. Gifted Aetherborn, because this deck does like to take some damage. A little bit of life gain here is nice. It can act as a threat, life gaining, and a removal. So it's a very kind of tight packed turn 2 spot in the deck. Filling in the turn 2 as well. You don't want to overfill with removal, right? Because if you're up against a non-creature based deck or not an aggressive deck, then all of the removal can get stuck in your hand. So this is a kind of a good way to be flexible here. And then you have the amazing Trespasser, which can remove cards from graveyards, improve key cards from graveyards, but is also an amazing threat and often a 2-for-1 because the opponent has to discard a card when they target it. Liliana, yep. Just beat Liliana, discard, card advantage. No, it's not card advantage. Well, it is, because when the opponent sacrifices a creature and she stays on the board, then it is technically card advantage as well. But also it tackles the opponent's hand, drains their resources. Murderous Rider, also a good 2-for-1. Able to hit planeswalkers is key. This is one of the other ways, except for the Edict, that you can deal with planeswalkers. Sheoldred, just a beast in on itself. Also very good at mitigating the Unholy Annex damage until you have a demon. Speaking of demons, there's not many demons in the deck because there's no Blade of the Oni here. There's just the Gifted Aetherborn. So you might want to... You could also switch this up or switch 2 Aetherborns into 2 Blades, but that's optional. So which demons do you have? Well, you have the demons that the Ritual Chamber creates on its own. You have the Mutavault, which did a superb, amazing job in today's run. There were so many instances where the Mutavault, really played an amazing role. Just 1 colorless mana, and you can ensure having a demon, which then triggers the Unholy Annex in your favor. And then you have the Hive, the Castle, some very, very good additional utility lands, Demolition Field, and then the one-off Urborg to make all these, or just these 7 non-black producing lands actually produce black as well. So yeah, overall a pretty well-rounded deck, able to deal with, thanks to the discard, you're able to deal with a lot of, you're very flexible. The threats are potent, I would say, and the Annex can drain quickly and is an amazing card advantage engine as well. And then you have the single deadly cover-up, just as a mid-range tool. You can sweep the board, or you can use it to remove some very key cards from the opponent's graveyard in case there's some kind of combo deck or Phoenix or something like that. Then you have a very good answer to that as well. But that's it for today's run. That's it for my comments for today. As you can maybe hear, I'm a little bit, I have a little bit of a sore throat, so I would like to, save my voice a little bit here and take care of that. So I'm not gonna prolong this any longer, as usual. Thanks for watching. Have fun. See you in the arena, and peace.